fitting tribute to the boys, eh?
Exactly that. You know, first and foremost, the message tonight was about the reaction from the weekend, and the motivation purely was to try and give the lads the send-off they deserve. You know, two fantastic players, fantastic servants to the football club, ultimate professionals, and if there was a way to sign out, it's definitely a 3-0 victory at home.
Pretty pleased with the way they started with good intensity, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it's always difficult off the back of such a poor result and performance at the weekend, and also the circumstances surrounding the football club at the moment. It's not a nice position to be in when people lose their jobs. There's a responsibility there from everyone involved, and I thought we were a wee bit slow initially on certain things, but listen, as I've already said, tonight was about getting a reaction and about Louis and Paul, and I'm just delighted the way it's went. But to be fair to every single player, I thought they put in a shift. I thought we were very good, and we're worthy winners.
So that just remind everybody what Hibs can be when everybody's pulling in the same direction, the team's performing, the fans are engaged.
No, I think the fans were fantastic tonight, and I think nobody's shying away from that. Doesn't fix things tonight, that result and performance at all, and everybody knows that. Everyone's responsible, everyone's involved for where we find ourselves this season. We know it's not good enough. That certainly helps moving forward, but attention now moves towards Livingston to make sure we go and follow up tonight's performance, because we're looking for the same again against Livingston, which will be another tough test away from home.
Just in terms of the two boys, how should they be remembered in these parts?
I don't think anyone. I mean, I've had the privilege of playing with them and working with them now for the last 10 years. I go back even further than that with Louis Stevenson, under 15s, Scotland schoolboys and stuff like that. Paul Hanlon, Scotland set up 17s, 19s. So I've known them a very long time. Two unbelievable professionals. I know I keep saying things that everybody's got the same opinion on Louis Stevenson. Paul Hanlon, they always say the same things, and nobody will ever say a bad word about them, because that's the type of people they are, that's the type of professionals they are, how they conduct themselves every day. Outstanding role models for the football club, for the younger players coming through, to see exactly what good and professionalism looks like. They are exactly that. So listen, they fully deserve tonight. They've had a fantastic career, and I'm just delighted it was able to go out that way.
They'll not struggle for a beer news to be coming down here, will they?
They probably wouldn't take it because they're that professional or boring, whatever way you want to call it. Absolutely not, and deservedly so.
Were they emotional in the dressing room?
Yeah, it was. I think it was an emotional occasion, full stop, for them. I think it's difficult. I can only put myself through half of what they've been through when I decided to, or even just things when you're involved at the club and you're dealing with emotional things like that, but to spend that moment with their families as well. You know, their families live and breathe this club as well, because it's all, especially the younger ones, I've only ever seen Louis and Paul playing for this club, and through many highs, many lows, they've lived it together. You know, their wives been through all the tough times as well. They get all the, but I know in my house especially, my wife gets all the stick as well when I'm feeling the pressure. So I'm delighted for them, for their families and their mum and dads and everyone involved with them, because they truly deserve it.
I was going to say, it looked as if Louis for about a second was going to take the penalty. Was it ever on the cards?
No, definitely not. I was more concerned about him getting booked in the first 5 minutes, to be honest. That was more of a concern, but again, highlights his level of professionalism again. He was never in doubt of getting sent off, which is testament to how he is as a person.
In terms of the managerial position, have you got any thoughts on it?
That's not, to be honest, tonight is about Louis and Paul. I'm not going to be drawn in towards anything about that. The club will decide exactly what they want to do moving forward. I've been asked to do a job which is to prepare the team for tonight, and my attention now moves towards Sunday in Livingston, and then I'm sure there'll be conversations moving forward after that.
The club's brought in Malky, director of football, you know him well?
Yeah, I know, I've met him quite a few times. I think it's a very good appointment. He brings a wealth of knowledge, experience, especially in Scotland and England. Obviously working at the SFA, you know, performance director there. So I think he'll be a real good addition to the footballing side of the football club.
As well, when they appointed him, how important is that for somebody working in that role?
I think it's very important. I think you know, it's a very, as everybody knows, it's a difficult league. Very challenging, very demanding. I think this is such a fantastic football club, and the demands to come and work here and play here are really high, and rightly so, because it is a great place to come and work. But the pressures are always there, and I think having that extra understanding exactly how the league is, understanding the players that are successful in the league, the ones that maybe struggle, I think if we can, the more insight you can have to that can only be a benefit, really.